Good morning, Shlog fans. It is Saturday. I am being lazy. I made myself a burrito. I made some coffee. I edited 2 videos that are coming up for you guys. I hope you enjoy them. And now it's time to get to the shop. Today I will be putting the shift shaft in the Husqvarna. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but we ran out of time because of craziness. I finally got caught up with all the parts and everything like that. So I think I'm going to have time today while we also help teach Zach Sheets how to put that YZ250 all back together. The cases are done, bottom half's done, so now it's a matter of putting the clutch and stuff like that back together, then putting the top end, putting it in the frame, and ready to rock and roll. He also just rebuilt the carburetor, so I didn't show that. It's a PWK key in, pretty simple and awesome. So yeah, gonna be an awesome day, guys. I love you. If you like what we're doing, we are getting dangerously close to my 3,000 subscriber goal, so I can get this haircut. You can see it is like ridiculous. So hit that subscribe button if you like what we're doing. Yeah, we're just trying to spread the gospel 2 wheels all around the world. I love you guys. Let's get on with the daily Shlog. All right, we're back at the shop, and Mr. Sheets is getting dangerously close to having a whole motor. Got the clutch all back together, got this side on. He is now installing flywheel weight from Steely, which is kind of a pain. I like the other style. It just like sets on there and a different kind of nut. But so yeah, we're very close, well, relatively close. I mean, it takes a little bit to put the top end together, but we're getting there. It's going to be awesome. Ooh, that may not be, that's not right. Yeah, that needs to be down. So, it's okay. This is a good learning moment. So, this is the power valve actuator, and on a Yamaha, when you slide this all together, that needs to be down. So what's happened is that the power valve governor sits right in here, and it has slipped out, and this has come up. So you gotta pop that back off. But it's no big deal, because it's sitting here on the bench, it's not in the frame, there's no oil in it, it's okay. So we'll, actually when he gets to that, I'll show you guys what that looks like. We will not speak about what I'm doing right now. I'm changing the oil though in this for Screaming Piston Speed Customs, the guy that's building the little motorized bicycle. That's his 4-wheeler. Changing the oil for him because I'm a nice guy. Zach just said the words jammed in there weird now. So here we go. That's all right, we're gonna fix it. Okay. Yeah. Yes, it is. All right, so quick learning moment. This right here is the power valve governor for a YZ250. Unlike KTM's, it's not really adjustable, except for you can change this spring out, and like the X model has a different spring than this, and anyway, you can put different shims or anyway, whatever. I don't mess with it because the YZ one works with it really well. I don't like the X one that much. It's not my favorite, but it's a little too mellow, but this one works good. So if you look here, you see this little groove that my thumb's pointing, my crooked thumb is pointing at. That groove has to go over around that post. And what happened was somehow or another that post got up above it and was, anyway. It's all right, no worries. So now, here, get that in there close. I'm making Zach Sheets do 2 jobs. Here. All right. So you gotta get that in there, and you gotta, it's kind of hard to see, but anyway, you gotta get that bar in the thing, and then it's gotta find its home. There we go. So now, it's where it needs to be. So you kind of gotta hold it, and if you hold this down, it won't come out. See? So that's good. Then we come over here, ease her down, and you gotta, so now it's down, but it's not wanting to go tight yet. There we go. Still not want to be quite tight enough. There we go. And that's because those gears that are in there to drive this thing aren't lined up. So you take the crank and you kind of move it a little bit. There we go. There we go. So now it's where it needs to be. And you can kind of check it. You can pull up, it's spring loaded. That should be just like that. You're good. Now I'll bolt it all together again. It'll be good to go. It's okay. It's okay to mess up. That's why you do it here now with it out, and we check everything before we put it all together, and it's all right. We'll get it all dialed in. Probably he won't do that again because he learned. So that's good. All right, so we finally got the Husqvarna up on the lift. Got to replace the shift shaft. Let me show you why. It's pretty awesome. KTM's, and yes, I mean Husqvarna's too. Have that style shift shaft, which is kind of like this weird tapery thing, and you put a bolt through here, and anyway, they come loose sometimes, more often than like the Japanese ones, at least in my experience. And then sadly they break bolts off, and then sometimes customers try to get the bolt out with a easy out, and then sometimes those break. Now it's in there. So now we're going to take that out. Fortunately, it's not a huge job. It's not a tiny job, mainly because you got to drain the oil and the coolant. So get the skid plate off, drain the oil, drain the coolant, take this cover off. We got a new gasket for the cover, new shift shaft seal and all that stuff, and we'll put it all back together. Shouldn't take more than about half hour, 45 minutes. I can't be bothered to match socks up. Like when I get my laundry out, I'm like, as soon as they. So these guys are giving me crap right now about this. Hold on, at least they're the same. They're both 100%. I don't care. They're not really giving me too much crap, but. All right, covers off. Got a super duper cool guy, Recluse. That is what we're after. So we got to get this off. Get the clutch out of the way before we can do it. So, like I said, it's not a giant job, but it's more than just a quick zeke, zeke. It's better though than an XR. I don't know about 650s, but I know the 400s and 250s, you have to split the case to replace the shift shaft. That sucks. So, pull this Recluse out, and then we'll slide that sucker out, slide the new one in. Ricky loose. I'm about over my kids using my computer for anything, because all right, so now we got the clutch out of the way. This little guy come out. There we go. There we go, just like that. Like I said, bust it off in there. That's all right though, we got a new one. All right, we got a new part. Look, there's a hole in the end of it, so. Super duper simple. Already put a new seal in over on the other side. There we go, just like that. Now we're gonna reassemble over here, clutch back in, all that good stuff. Fill it back up with oil, fill it back up with coolant. Then we're gonna bleed the brakes and clutch and make sure the Recluse is adjusted, because Steve is gonna pick this up on Tuesday and he's gonna go ride. He just wants to make sure it's perfect and he doesn't have to think about anything. And that's what we do here. That's my goal, is that every time someone picks something up, they can just get on it and ride it. And not have to worry about it, and because that's why people pay us, right? And that's why I'm trying to teach you guys how to do the same thing yourself if you don't have a shop that you trust, or you don't have the money or whatever, so that you just get on your bike and go ride it, because that's the whole goal. You know, so all right, let's put her back together. Holy. All right, so we got the cover back on. All that's good. Still don't have any oil in it, but I just want to show you guys something real fast. Here's a tech tip. The bolt that holds that shifter onto the shift shaft, you must red Loctite it. You have to. If you don't, they get loose, and that's what happened. It got loose, it spun. He tried to tighten it down, it broke it off. So, gotta red Loctite it. Oh, guys, another nutty day in the motorcycle shop. It was absolutely crazy. I'm an hour late actually getting out of here. So that happens. No big deal. But, update on, hang on, the YZ250. Sadly, it did not go back together because upon a closer inspection of the cylinder, no good. Show you guys here really fast. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. See that little kind of light colored spot? That's the aluminum coming through. So we got to get it replated. That's a bummer. I did get the Husqvarna finished. I got to put a tire on it first thing on Tuesday morning. But other than that, it's ready to rock and roll. Recluse is adjusted. I got to do the brake fluids really fast, but that's easy. Yeah, guys, it's awesome. Things are good. Got our live show, live dirt bike hangout tonight, so we're going to do that. Check us out on Saturdays at 5. Right now, during the coronavirus thing, we're doing just a live hangout just to talk about dirt bikes and forget about all the craziness that's going on in the world. I love you guys. I gotta go. Get out, spread the gospel of two wheels, and please, 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 please find some time to ride your dirt bikes.